Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soulcreek. Uh, Ryo went and threw a wrench in my plan of getting caught up and then having it timed right to record the next release when it comes out, but now it's out for $7, so I'll probably do that this weekend and just record it out of order and then sit on it until it's free, obviously, but oh well, doesn't matter. Anyway, I tighten my hood against the bitter wind. The cold air buckles against us as we move forward. My face is scrunched in discomfort. Besides me, Loken marches undaunted as the wind ruffles his thick pelt, like long grass swaying in a storm. Only his eyes are slightly narrowed against the breeze. It's different around here. Loken glances at me, keeping his strides steady. We've been walking against the wind for some time now. With no fur to protect me, my skin is starting to sting. Shortly after we left camp, I noticed the mountains losing their towering stance as we traveled further west. The forests became scarce and the ground got more and more barren. Out here, we're exposed to the elements. The sharp wind crept up on us as the sun reached its peak in the sky. These are no longer Draconi lands. We're almost out of the mountains completely. They are sparse. This wind is a real fucker. You are cold? I'll be fine. Just gotta keep moving. Loken grumbles, uneasily stepping closer. He almost coddles me, making it difficult to keep up my walking pace. I snicker. Hey, it's okay. I really am fine. I appreciate it, though. Okay. These lands are sometimes called the Singing Plains. They are called this for the cold winds that blow from the north. I wish I'd brought that map with me. We are not far south of the Windchill clan. Ah, now I see where they got their name. What are they actually like? The Windchill tribeswomen are the best builders. They create structures that are sturdy. They know how to survive Alayla's harshest blizzards. Winters must be pretty bad here. Many nomadic clans would not survive, so they seek shelter with the Windchill clan. They bring trade. During the winter, the Windchill clan prospers. However, they are far from the other clans. This is not good. They suffer from raids. Bandits often target the Windchill clan, for they know it takes time for help to arrive. How do they protect themselves? They have many wardens. These women keep the peace, though it is not always enough. So the Windchill are known for surviving the climate. Riptide are known for being ruthless thanks to Caius. Draconi are known for using the old knowledge. What about the Razorbacks? They are known for their medicine. The healers use many poultices to treat its people. Most clans will send their healers to be trained with those at the Razorback clan. Including ours? Yes. The Draconi have many healers. Dravonia wished all to visit the Razorback clan to learn of their expertise. This has been good. The Draconi are also known for our schools. Other clans do not have these. During the summer, many clans send their young to us to be taught the ways of Alayla. Seems like the four big clans of Alayla have a good synergy. Well, apart from Caius's lot. This is true. Caius's fear of the old knowledge has caused conflict. Many years ago, he attempted to take possession of the Great Barrier. He wished to slaughter the Auto Monks. Our chieftain stopped him. So it was Caius and Dravonia who were at war over the barrier. I remember her mentioning it. This was many years ago. What actually happened? Loken hums thoughtfully. Dravonia did not want the old knowledge to be forgotten. She agreed to defend the Auto Monks, in return for their support. She hoped this would be enough to deter Caius. Bet she thought seeing his own sister at the opposite end of the battlefield might put him off the idea. Knowing Caius, though, he was not deterred. There was a battle. Many died. In the end, Dravonia and Caius dueled. Who won? Most say Dravonia won, but... What? The duel was not seen by anyone else. Our chief is a great warrior, but she was wounded. She would not have beaten Caius. So nobody knows what really happened between them. After this duel, the Draconian Riptide clans became allies. The Auto Monks were left in peace. Caius has caused other challenges for their clans. Dravonia prevents him from causing another war. I ponder the story quietly. What could have really happened between those two chieftains? I can't quite get my head around their relationship. The things they must have gone through. First Alira, then a war with each other. Yet they seem to have such a strong bond. Is it really enough to keep Caius in line? Alex, we have arrived. I blink, startled. There's nothing to see here, just more mountains. Arrived where? No, we are close to the Black Zone borders. Devil's Crag will be reached within the hour. First, we will make a stop. You are seeing that structure? Loken points off into the distance. I hadn't seen it before, having tried to keep my eyes protected from the wind. Looking now, however, I can see something metallic glimmering in the distance. Is that a plane? Plane. Yeah, in the distance. It's a crashed plane. My people use them to fly. It is not functional. No wonder. Looks ancient. It must have gone down during the cascade. Come. We must stop at this plane. He gently squeezes my shoulder, urging me forward. I wonder what Loken expects to find. As we get closer, the scene becomes more baffling. Despite centuries of neglect, the crashed plane seems in quite good condition. Some of the windows have been boarded up, and scrap metal covers are nailed over missing compartments. A tiny garden has been dug just outside an open passage leading inside, though nothing grows within. A small generator whirring with life sits just inside the mutilated wing. Bite, what can you make of this thing? Hard to say. Someone has interfered with the wreck. The steel hull has been reinforced 3 times. Loken, does someone live here? Yes, a Black Runner. We are here to ask their assistance in this task. I stare at him, bewildered. You are okay? Yeah. Yeah, fine, just... You never mentioned this part of the plan. This is okay? He is good. No, it's fine. I'm just surprised. Alex, I did tell you of this. Oh, you did? When? The night we returned from the rhinestone dish. Oh, I don't remember. He tilts his head, confused. We don't all have picture-perfect memory. Knowing how his mind works, it probably never occurred to him to give me a heads up since I didn't ask. I snicker, rolling my eyes at the thought. You are smiling. It's nothing. You're just funny. Explain. Don't worry, just, you're cute. I am confused. It's nothing. So who is this Black Runner? I'm actually a bit nervous now. This is the first time I'm going to meet another Black Runner aside from Loken. You are remembering the things we discussed last night. We spoke of our duties as Black Runners. Yeah, you talked about the final tasks. Defeat the Black Zones. Few Black Runners want this. It is dangerous to look too deep. There are consequences, and the Black Zones may punish those who seek changes. Though I am considered wiser than most Black Runners, many judge me for thinking about this final task. Alex, this Black Runner we will meet is the wisest of us. He knows more of the Black Zones and the demons than any other. Even more than you? Far more, but... What? His wisdom has cost him. The clans only turn to him when they are at their most desperate. Other Black Runners will not speak of him. Whoa, a Black Runner that freaks out other Black Runners? Sounds exactly like the kind of person we need. Then you are agreeing with me. Come, I will introduce you to this person. Do not fear them, they are good. Loken steps up into the wreckage through a narrow carved-out passageway. I follow him inside, grabbing the steel hull and tucking myself into the plane's hollow carcass. Very little effort has been made to make this person's home feel homely. Most of the wreckage has been left as it is. Some shelves have been hung off of arched walls, stuffed to bursting with all manner of scrap and trinkets from the Black Zone. I'm immediately reminded of Loken's home, though this is far messier. However, the more I stare, the more I notice an odd order to the collection. Some pieces are stored by their material, others by size. There are boxes of ruined electronics in one area, and more mundane metal artifacts in another. Then, as I look closer, I see a gas stove and a kettle sitting atop one of the shelves. Above it, ramshackle weapons and tools are hanging in an orderly fashion. It's an ominous collection, yet I find myself oddly fascinated. Just below those shelves are neatly stacked and ordered tools. I immediately recognize the smoke bomb designs of blinders and other Black Runner tools crafted from scrap that I couldn't even begin to identify. It's nice. He is the wisest of us. Nitro, you are here? From inside the ruined cockpit, there's a creaking sound. Someone climbing from a hammock. After a few padded footsteps, they emerge. The figure that steps into view approaches us with calm, hawk-like eyes. I'm surprised to see myself looking at another canine. He has a casual, controlled sense to him. As he approaches, he runs his finger across the whole of the plane. His nostrils flare, then he blinks curiously. Generic, large lad, voice number 4 incoming. Loken? You're far from home. There's something about the way he's looking at us. I can't put my finger on it. It's odd, like his gaze hangs from a delicate string. Loken smiles, bowing his head to Nitro. It is good to see you, old friend. I am here with Alex. He is... the human. That squeaked. Oh well. Loken and I exchange a curious stare. You are knowing this? Nitro smiles as though fondly recalling an ancient memory. Word travels fast. The canine places his paw on the shelf nearest him. Tea? You have tea? He taps the kettle with a finger. Mint, cinnamon, or honey? Oh, yes, please. Honey, that'd be nice. Thank you. Loken? I am okay. I frown watching Nitro move as he gathers 2 worn-down mugs and flicks the gas burner beneath the kettle on. His fingers glide smoothly over every surface like fragile stingrays, while his gaze floats somewhere above. The way he looks around is curiously fluid. His eye line never fixes on anything, not even us. You're the blind one. Nitro chuckles, each graveled breath like a footprint on a stony beach. That's what they call me now? The kids do, yeah. They say you've never left the Black Zones. Never leave the Black Zones. The canine shrugs. That's an exaggeration. They also said you ate your own eyeballs. This time his laughter is cheerier and quite infectious. I smirk along with it. Reminds me of the informed chieftain who ate her own legs. That story is true. I was there. Tried suggesting some salt at one point. Her loss. He just shrugs nonchalantly. I frown, unable to tell if he's serious or just has a dark sense of humor. Tea won't be long. You're here about the human, aren't you? Alex is my acolyte. He will be a great Black Runner. Makes sense. He's a Zephyr, isn't he? But I've lost my memory. I don't remember my people. Nitro's brow lowers slightly. An injury? I just woke up like that. I have vague ideas of how they lived, just no actual experiences. I found Alex within Devil's Crag. A dangerous place to hunt, Loken. What were you doing there? Seeking salvage. Be more careful next time. I am always careful. And you always scowl when you lie. Loken shifts uncomfortably. I found Alex within glass. I broke the glass and pulled him free. I returned him home. He remembers nothing of himself. No identity. Curious. We have been attempting to determine where Alex has come from. We sought assistance from the Auto Monks. They asked us to investigate the Rhinestone dish. Rhinestone? Why? It's been picked clean. Only sugar cooks and exiles go there. The satellite station there turned itself on, the same time Loken freed me. When we went inside, we found an underground passage. There was old technology there, preserved. They contained devices Alex calls memory boxes. The memories of the Zephyr were within. Alex was able to access these memories. How? What do you mean? How did you access these memories, Alex? He's staring right at me. I blink, looking at Loken, but Nitro immediately catches my hesitation. Tell me. I fumble my words, seeking a harmless explanation. I don't think telling him about Bite is a good idea. I just touched them. They went into my head somehow. We don't really know how it all works. There are things Alex does not understand. He does not eat. He does not breathe. He doubts he is truly human. We must determine the truth. I see. Nitro is silent for a moment. He continues to look at me with his empty, serene gaze. There's a calm, piercing tranquility to his stare. It's like he sees right through me. I gulp, wondering if he's truly blind. Ah, tea. He smiles, lifting the kettle and turning his back to us to pour the mugs. What did you find in these memories, Alex? It was, it's hard to explain. It's an algorithm, I think. A pattern? Possibly. Or a map. A key. We don't know. We only have half the full picture. We think there might be more memory boxes at the boneyard, with the other half. We want to complete the picture. Seems dangerous. These memory boxes became active after Alex was awakened. They are important. They may explain where he has come from. 2 beacons calling for you to put this puzzle together. That's right. Nitro gracefully carries the 2 mugs over to us. He holds one out to me, smiling. I take it with a nod of thanks. And you want the truth? Yeah. He takes a sip. A slow, steady sip. All the while, his blind eyes are locked onto mine. His deep, interrogating stare is entirely unsettling. He lowers his cup, head tilting at me. Have you considered wanting something else? I falter. No. I need to know. Why? To know. I mean, my whole species is gone. I want to find them. Find out what happened to them, you mean? Right, yeah. Many would say ignorance is a great mercy, Nalela. Well, at the very least, we need to know what the algorithm is. It's affecting my mind, wearing me down a little more every day. I can't deal with it unless I know what happened. Nitro, no one has ever found anything like this. It could be important. How's the tea? Huh? The tea. Oh. Not wanting to appear rude, I gingerly take a sip. Wow, it's good. Thank you. Nitro smiles, taking another sip of his own. A living zephyr. A message from the Cascade. All this. He nods thoughtfully. I'll come with you. Really? You've never been inside the boneyard, have you, Loken? I have not. You'll never navigate those tunnels by yourselves. You know Devil's Crag well? Better than any. You need a guide. Let me. I glance at Loken, but he just smiles at me. Alex, this is good. Nitro is wise. He will help us on this task. You present Alayla a strange opportunity, Alex. As a Black Runner, it's my duty to oversee that. Are you sure? We'd appreciate your help, but we can't pay you or anything. Nitro smirks. I need no price. Loken was right to bring you to me. This matter should be investigated carefully. I hum, wondering if it's really a good idea to trust this peculiar hound. Despite being blind, he seems unusually sharp. I can't imagine how a blind Black Runner could be so efficient. As if to prove my point, he catches my cautious frown. Do I frighten you, human? I was gonna ask you, but not to be rude or anything, but I was gonna ask how do you see? Yeah, that. Shall we show him, Loken? Beside me, the husky nods and determinedly approaches one of Nitro's crates of salvage, rummaging around inside. Show me what? My wit. It's how I see. I thought wit was just ancestral memory? Used correctly, it's also sense. All Black Runners feel it. It's the sense of danger you feel when you're near the Black Zone, or feel demons close by. Oh, that's what that is? Loken carefully takes Nitro's paw and guides something into it. An ancient, worn-down metal key. You have never examined this piece of salvage before now. The blind canine brings it up to his nose and sniffs it. No. Give me a moment. Loken steps back. I frown, not quite sure what I'm looking at. Nitro shuts his eyes, his fists tightening around the tiny key in his grasp. He breathes deeply through his flaring nostrils. His fur seems to ripple as though struck by a breeze. He flashes his teeth for a moment and suppresses a growl. Are you okay? Fine. He doesn't sound fine. He looks to be in pain, I blink at Loken, but he's just watching Nitro intently. The owner was unhappy. What owner? The key. She had 37 years when she last held this. A mother of 4. No, 5. She lost one. She tried to forget. I gawp. Nitro winces once again, giving an impression of intense pain. She drove with this key to school every day, then work. Her job was awful. How do you know that? Nitro grimaces, then tosses the key back into the crate. It lands among the rest of his salvage with a clang. My wit. I didn't think wit could do that. Nitro is the only black runner who uses his wit in this way. When I walked the black zones, I can see, through the memories of the Zephyr. Together, the picture is clear. It feels like home. Outside the black zones, I see nothing. That's why you spend so much time in them. The black zones only take you if you look deep enough, so I found my own way of looking. I can explore them more than most. I see why even other black runners might be wary of Nitro. I'm struggling to believe it myself. A psychic black runner. It all seems so far-fetched. Hey, Bite, any data on how this guy's party trick might work? If his party trick is what it looks like, he has a highly developed extrasensory perception. There must be a logical explanation. Oh, of course. He could just as easily have made a story up. Why would... You hear that? I blink. Nitro's teeth are bared threateningly. His head spins like he's detected an intruder. Loken and I frown at each other. Nitro, tell me what is wrong. It's... To my alarm, Nitro's weightless eye lands directly on me. He squints cautiously and takes a step closer. What's his problem? What did you say, Alex? What? Me? No. Nope. I didn't say anything. Bite, I think he can sense you. How could he possibly... Shut up! Stop talking, just hide. Bite goes silent, but Nitro's stabbing glare continues to pierce me. I gulp nervously, feigning concern. What's wrong? Nothing at all. The outlandish black runner shakes his head, looking away in bafflement. Bite, get back in my mind. Don't say another word. Thankfully, the verbose AI does what I say and disappears. Once again, I deflate in relief. That was too surreal to be a coincidence. Nitro locked onto me the moment Bite appeared. Tell me your plan. We will visit the place I found Alex first. Then we will travel to the boneyard to search for more memory boxes. Let's leave now then. We'll be back here before it gets dark. Nitro navigates to the racks of weapons and tools hanging from the curved plain walls, running his fingers delicately across them. When he feels the one he's looking for, he plucks them from their perch and sheathes them. He doesn't take much, only a few small blades. You came armed? We did. Yeah, I have a bow and a spear. Can you use them? Yep, I can handle myself. Alex is a capable fighter. Good. Nitro turns to Loken, gesturing to his collection of crafted tools and traps. Take whatever you need. Alex, did you see a generator outside? Yeah, I did. Behind it, inside the plane's wing, you'll find a pouch of supplies. It's suitable for traveling. Food, medicine, that sort of thing. Go and fetch it. I glance at Loken, frowning. I'm not stupid enough to miss when someone is trying to get rid of me. I wonder why. What does he want to say to Loken without me? Maybe I could use Bite to eavesdrop. Alex, it is okay. Go and find the supplies we will need. With a forced smile, I spin around and hop back out of the plane. Can I talk now? I swear he sensed you. You saw him zero in on us when you spoke up. Can I suggest an alternative? What? Guy's crazy. Fucking cracked. Total nutter. I grumble. There's more to Nitro than that. Can you enhance my hearing? Let's hear what they're saying. Sure. There's a scratching wash of static before two familiar voices become audible as hushed whispers. Even if he were, it's unlikely. Alex is good. He is my acolyte. You are okay. There's something about that human. Explain? I can't. There's a darkness to him. Great pain. Arrogance. Rage. But for whom? He has lost many things. He is hurting. You think answers will heal him? I do. If you find this algorithm, taking it could have ramifications. We will make that decision. Who will? Us or him? Nitro. Alex is mine. I will guide him along his path. Alright then. Let's make a move. Shh. Darkness inside me? Some asshole machines wipe my species out. I'm understandably fucked off, that's all. That's putting it lightly. Look at your outburst this morning. That was, well, either way, looks like Nitro doesn't trust us. At least he hasn't tried to murder us yet. That puts him above Caius. Do you think I'm arrogant? Duh. Wow, blunt. Oh, really? Mr. I talk to unfathomable horrors in my subconscious and don't tell anyone? Arrogant? Who'da fucking guessed? Bite hastily retreats into the safety of my subconscious as Loken and Nitro emerge from the plane. I quickly grab the small satchel of supplies from behind the generator, stored inside the decomposing wing just as Nitro said it would be. As I approach the pair, he holds his paw out to take it. Why keep this outside? There's food inside. The smell wakes me. Nitro gestures towards the nearest mountain, sitting no more than a mile from us. Devil's Crag is behind that range. Let's move. Loken steps over to me. You are okay? I nod. I think I am. The true depth of what we're about to do hasn't really hit me yet. Maybe once I'm wandering through the ruins of my world once again, I'll feel differently. Good. I have something for you. He holds out a thin metal tube similar to a stick of TNT and a box of handcrafted matches. Is this a blinder? It is. Nitro has crafted this. His designs are superior. There may be hazards. You must ensure you are safe. I smile, taking it from him and storing the items in my hoodie pocket. Thanks, Loken. We'll be okay. I have help. Yes. You will use this help if there is danger. Come. We will now follow Nitro to Devil's Crag. Nitro begins leading us back across the singing plains and towards the clustered peaks just beyond. The wind has died down now. Our weary footsteps crackle the stony ground beneath us. It can't be much further. It'd be better if... Shh. Oh, come on, Alex. He can't hear me. You saw him flexing his weird psychic powers back there? What? Because he spewed some sob story about a random Zephyr and a dead-end job? Just lay low. Trust me, I swear he can sense you. Should we test it? No! We need this guy on our side. Play it safe. Come on, for science. No. You're no fun. I grimace, watching Nitro curiously as he strides forward. Not once has he given any indication that he's blind, nor asked for directions. What kind of crazy wit must this guy have? I think back to Milo and his startling use of craft. Nitro must just be another prodigy and... Oi! Prick! I jolt, horrified. Bite! What the hell is wrong with you? Let's just see. I'm gonna kill whoever installed this moron into my psyche without an off switch. To my unbridled horror, Nitro stops dead. He turns slowly around, sniffing, then rounds on me. I told you so, you stupid blue-eyed cum stain. Wow, that was a talkie level insult. Well done, you. Yeah? Well, I'll kill you. You're such a little... Fuck. You... Fuck. And you lost it. Alright, point taken. I'll lay low. Nitro, you are okay? We must keep moving. I thought I felt... I can't explain... I look at Loken nervously, who grimaces. He must know who Nitro can sense. Could be because I'm a living Zephyr? Might be messing up your wit up. That's... possible. The canine grumbles in unease before turning around and resuming his pace. Loken and I keep up with him. Deeply curious about this intense canine, I jog a little faster until I'm alongside him. You're actually the first Black Runner I've met apart from Loken. Oh? What are your thoughts then? I grin. You're something, alright? He just chuckles. Most consider me mad. Are you? Touch of controlled madness makes the black zones more palatable. Maybe I'll end up going mad too. Certainly feels that way. If that's your path, Alex, so be it. How did you become a Black Runner? When did you realize you had this, gift? My wit was at its full depth even when I was a child. Who was your mentor? I had none. But who taught you about the Four? I learned that myself. When I was young, I'd wander the Black Zones freely. Within them, I could see. It must have been rough being born blind. Less rough than my bond to the Black Zones. My clan was nomadic. They didn't appreciate my interest in them. They abandoned me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. I took to living in the Black Zones instead. There was always danger, but I was fascinated. Tell me something, Alex. What do you think a Black Runner's role is? I falter, considering the question carefully. I'm not actually sure. To explore the Black Zones? For whom? The clans. The clans don't need that knowledge. Understanding the true depths of the Black Zones would break their spirit completely. I don't think even I understand their depths yet. Because you have to see it for yourself. You can't be told. So, what is our role? Truth be told, Alex, that's never been agreed. Every Black Runner is different. We've been used as scrap runners who exist to find salvage the clans can fawn over. It's a shame. That's not our true purpose. This is why I respect Loken so much. He hasn't forgotten the true path. Behind us, I hear Loken grunt with approval. We are the few who can walk the Black Zones with a clear mind. The clans may live peacefully outside of them, but they still govern our way of life. We live in their shadow. We die by their politics. Without us, the clans would be pecked apart by an enemy they'll never have the will to confront alone. We keep the black zones in our sight. The most steadfast of us try to understand them at the risk of our souls. One day we might find a way to defeat them. That's the true path. It's no wonder nobody can agree on what black runners actually do. It's such a nebulous, terrifyingly vast position. I can see why some would prefer to be simple scrap collectors. It seems like a far less perilous life. The prospect of confronting the Black Zones and provoking their wrath must be terrifying for those possessing more sense. Something occurs to me. Hey, Nitro. Weird question, but were you born with any, mutations? I'm sorry? Like, human, I mean, head hair, flat toes, fingernails like mine. Anything like that? I hold out my hands to show him. Nitro grunts sharply. My eyes. Oh? That's all. I squint at them. Bite? Scan complete. There's a 97% probability of a match. So he was born with human eyes. But they made him blind? What could that mean? We're close to crossing over the hills and entering the next valley. Devil's Crag is just beyond. Loken stops quite suddenly. Alex, Nitro, we have arrived. Just ahead of us, I catch a glimpse of a rundown road sign protruding crudely from the rough ground. Whatever was once written on it has long since been eroded. Beyond this sign is the Black Zone. This is the border? It is. Alex, are you prepared? I freeze. In my mind, I can almost see the impalpable line running across the ground. And beyond it, darkness. This will be the second time I step into the Black Zone. I ponder just how much of the fear and trepidation permeated by its aura exists solely in my head. On one hand, I'm stepping into a vast pit of despair and peril too broad and terrible to describe. On the other, isn't it just another step on our journey? It's just an invisible line, just a meaningless stride into shallow waters. Is it safe to cross? The city of Devil's Crag is just beyond this mountain. There will be dangers, but there are no demons present here. I stare openly. It's different this time. I'm not going in as a fresh-faced, dubious nobody. I know what I want. It's in there somewhere. We'll just have to dig a little deeper this time. Bolstered with purpose, I march ahead of Nitro and Loken and close the border and cross the border. Nothing happens. The wind continues to blow. The clouds continue to drift. Coming? Nitro smirks. Loken gives me a proud nod, then follows me over. You have grown. Just focused on the task. Then you will be okay. You are remembering what I have said to you. We tread carefully, no stupid risks. You must control your rage. I will. I'm in control. Loken clasps my shoulder, giving me an encouraging squeeze. In spite of his comfort, I'm nervous. There's a lot riding on this trip. It was hard last time, seeing the ruins by the rhinestone dish. Devil's Crag is larger. You must be prepared. I nod. With the two black runners at my side, we head over the hilltops. I'm here, you son of a bitch. And that's what we'll call it for this one. We'll get into Devil's Crag next time. Probably after I go and read the new update. I'm scared. I've heard it is a lot. Fun times. Anyway, thank you for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.